I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I am an adult of my thought. I'm an adult of my body. I'm an adult of my love, and I am sending it out to you right now. Welcome to my channel, and it's really exciting to be here. I hope you're having a happy Wednesday. Lots of things going on here. A couple of announcements here. First of all, I started my fifth month, April, May, June, July. So this is my fifth month. I started off on April 1st with 13 subscribers. Right now I'm up to 792 subscribers today in 4 months. Very happy for that. How did I get here? Extremely hard work and believing in myself and believing in you that you will be open to find what the truth that's really out there. I've had over 43,000 views and so far, and over 1,500 likes. It's just been an amazing run here so far. And I'm trying to get up to my first 1,000. So anybody you know that you can pass this on to who believes that this channel could get you there. Okay. So again, I got here was believing in myself and putting in the hard work, which is every day, 7 days a week, and the hours that I spend before this, as well as all the different things that has made me a better person, learning how to edit, learning how to be consistent, learning about everything. Again, it's a continued process of how to understand what your truth. And for me, it is about telling the truth. So you're not going to get any lies from me. Okay, because I'm going to be telling you the truth and the spiritual truth, which is that the Holy Spirit is Sophia. And I know that a lot of you, before I've met you or you've seen me on this channel, you probably have never heard of her. And until me. Okay, so today's show is lying the new normal. My 142nd installment here of the ALPOUGH channel. And I have been able to take a look abound. I am someone who wants to know everything. And so until me, you've probably never heard of the Holy Spirit actually being a woman and or feminine. You know, it's everyone calls. I've had people tell me that, you know, Jesus or Jehovah are hermaphrodites. I mean, you know how rare a hermaphrodite is? It's so funny how people do not want to know that the Holy Spirit is actually a mother. I don't get what's so hard about that. So, but what I've been seeing, and again, I'm going to talk about some things. I'm going to call somebody out, some things out. All right. And today I have, let's see here, just real quick here. Oh, yeah, Amanda's here today. Thank you, Amanda. So she's going to be doing some comments. I appreciate her. She is in Greece, and that's one of the subjects that I'm going to be talking about here today. So, liars. You've met them in your life. Liars. Who are the liars? We're going to point some of them out today. Liars. A person who tells lies has a reputation as a liar. Now, because a lot of us, or at least most of us in our lives, have been dummied down since the day we were born. Now, I know people are not commenting on me, but I know people are watching me. And I know a lot of you aren't commenting, but that's okay because you're still getting to know me. You're still figuring out, am I a liar? But now I show up every single day to let you know what's going on daily. Now, it is your decision on whether or not you decide that you want to believe me or not. That's the American way. The First Amendment gives us the right to speak what our truth is, and you have a decision on whether or not you want to believe it or not. So now I'm going to get down here now. All right. Who are the liars? The media. The media. The media are the liars. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, it's time to get educated. I'm educating you in love, but again, these are the truths. 6 corporations run the whole world. And in those 6 corporations is the banking system. Now, you've heard some of these great philanthropists, who say, you control the money, you control the media, and you don't have to obey any laws. Now, I was watching a show, something, again, a reminder. The Federal Reserve Bank, ladies and gentlemen, is not a bank. Go and look it up. There's a great video about the Dr. Jekyll video. It will blow your mind how we were all tricked. The Federal Reserve is not federal. It's a printing press. What's it printing? Money. Do you wonder how inflation has gone up? Because of the devaluing of the dollar and gold. An example is a $20 piece of gold right now. It's worth, I don't know what it is, $1,500. Well, it used to be only worth $20. The $20 got you a lot when gold was first made. So now all there is more printing of the money. You see, banks have to give you money. Federal Reserve can just print it. And you keep hearing that. You keep hearing that the Federal Reserve is printing more and more money. All right? Which means the higher the money is, the more that we owe back. And on top of that, the price of the interest. So giving out $1, you have to pay back damn near $2. Do you understand that? This is why you have to know everything. Everything that you can possibly know. Because the media is bought and paid for. I'm going to start with CNN. CNN, of course, all they do is make it up as they go. They protect who they're told to do, they're told to protect. You can see it. If you're only one-sided and you're listening to CNN, probably I'm not going to change your mind because you believe CNN is looking out for you. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not looking out for you. They're causing grievances amongst us. ABC, a major network, they don't care about you. They're going to tell you things that just matters to what they're told. If you've ever seen local news, they're told, they're all given their script. This is why you see people coming out of the news, because they're tired of being told, read the prompt, do not make an opinion. CBS, the number one watched. Have you seen their symbol? The all-looking eye. MSNBC, they're making it up as they go. Now, these guys are more leftist, all of them, way left, okay, controlling the narrative on how we're supposed to what? Think. So you got CNN, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, and then you have this other side, which is Fox News. Fox News is considered a conservative. Fox News is nothing. They're owned, first of all, by Robert Murdoch. That should tell you something. One of the richest men in the world. So between Fox News and the rest of these guys, they're all on the same team. They're all on the same team. It's no different than the NFL, World Wrestling. It is about entertainment. These guys do not have to tell you the truth. If you look up what their contract is, it says that they are entertainment, which means they can say anything, and you can't sue them. So what do they lie about? You ask him, maybe you didn't ask me, so I'm going to tell you. What do they lie about? All right. Hey, ALPOUGH, what are they lying about? Everything. Everything. Oh, Mike, that's just not possible. Well, listen, as I said, 6 corporations run the world, meaning they run the narrative. So what they say, they can change everything. Anything. Have you seen how 1 second it was the epidemic was everything, and then overnight, like overnight, it's over. It's over. Literally within 2 or 3 days, this happened. And so why was that? So they could take away the support system, unemployment, the jobs that no longer are available. 6 corporations are running the world. You want to know what the biggest attack on is? Small businesses, entrepreneurs. They want us shoved into a place where we only can take what they give. Now, you can see this now. Do you know how many people have been waiting on their stimulus check? It's not even in the bill, guys. In case you know that. It's not even in there. And yet, clickbait every day is putting out BS that the stimulus checks are coming any day. I've been doing this for months just to keep us on edge. So sometimes it's better to just turn it off. Just turn it off. Because you really have to do your study. Now, I want to thank, there's people out there who are sending me videos that can't be put out. The truth is what's going on truly around the world. You see, we're in a bubble. The United States is. We're in a bubble. You guys really, if you're not studying international news, now, one of the ones I watch is called NTD. You might want to watch that. They kind of have a balance. Although, again, what's everybody's agenda? We don't know all that. Again, so this is why. If you wonder why, this is about, I'm here to tell you the spiritual truth. This took me years, all my life, to find the Holy Spirit. And when I found her and I heard her, her voice was like a bell, like the loudest bell you could possibly hear, only soft. And you probably have never heard of her until now. I'm still fine. I'm the only one out there. You get, well, Mike, that's because you're the only one that believes it. Oh yeah, really? Okay, I'm seeing people now who are being open. I'm not trying to change your past. I'm trying to add to your present. And Sophia is a present. A present. Not asking you to give 10% of your money like you have to always give. We can explain on that again. I can tell you how tithing came. Okay. Started thousands of years ago. Out of what? Fear. You have to have that insurance policy that you're going to, no matter how you act, because you have that insurance policy, then you're going to get in. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to get into heaven, or you're going to get into the house of Sophia, or you could be going to the other way. Now, again, what's hell? Hell begins in the mind. So, again, America, we have got to start learning about what the other countries are going through. And the media is controlling what you're to believe. So I read an article I see in the media. Do not go to Greece. Whatever you do, don't go to Greece. The epidemic has now sprang back more than ever. And do not go to Greece. Now, I just so happen to have a friend of mine in Greece, in that country. And this is also my little co-host here, is Amanda. Where are you? There you are. So Amanda Darling is actually in Greece. So again, one of my best buddies. So what am I going to do? I'm going to immediately tell her, Amanda, listen, they're telling us you can't even fly here. Don't fly to Greece because of the epidemic. She says, I said, is this true? She says, nobody even talks about it here. Nobody even talks about it. You think she'd know? She's been there a couple of months already. You'd think there'd be these lockdowns and all this stuff. Not happening. Now, again, so why would they tell us not to go to Greece? Do 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 do. Think about it. Do 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 do. What do you think? Why? Do 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 do. Boop. Don't have an answer? I'll tell you the answer. Well, number one, in my opinion, Greece is a great country. It's a very loving country. And it's an independent country. So what do you look at? Follow the money. Follow the money. By Americans not going to Greece affects the bottom dollar of the economy of this wonderful country, who, by the way, loves the feminine as a Holy Spirit. Again, what's one of the first languages? Greek. What's one of the most highly spiritual countries of all time? Greece. What's one of the most beautifulest countries? I'm telling you, some of the pictures, and I'm going to have Amanda on here one day. We're going to go and tell you all about this beautiful country that I had no idea. Did you know? Here's another reason. If you go to Greece, you're going to see how people treat each other, and you're also going to see the cost and the price of living. It's very reasonable to live in Greece. So if you know that since it's, if you guys, if you're international like me, if you're studying international, other countries, you know Greece wanted to become independent. Well, they're one of the first ones that wanted to get off the euro. They wanted to become independent. And they got big flack. Big flack for wanting to do this. So it's about the bottom dollar. So they don't want us to fly to Greece to give some of this American money so that they can cripple them. And this is what it's about. It's only about the money. So if you're going to start anywhere, you're going to start anywhere. So we'll just go, where was I? Okay. So CNN, perfect example. CNN, and it's just straight up, they're told exactly what to say, exact subjects, what to say. They will turn on a dime and they eat their young. They don't care, meaning that they don't care about us. They don't care about us. See, they don't care about us. Stop thinking that they do. Now, you know, if I was going to say, well, you know, I like kind of Fox News because it's more conservative. I'm not saying I'm a Republican, but I'm saying that I am about family values. The show I did yesterday, how I grew up. I grew up with two parents. Did they get along the greatest? No. But when it came to us, they did. They really cared. When I was growing up, there was always two parents in the house. That all changed when welfare came in, guys. Do your homework, do your studying. You don't believe me? You wonder why there's more black on black crime? It's because welfare took the father out. In case you don't know, to get on welfare, the father can't be in the house. This split the family up. And what do they want to do? Split us up even more. Don't let them. See, they're all on the same team. I've seen it. Now, again, I'm not promoting Fox News because I've watched Fox News and I watch all these other guys. They're not about us. They're about fighting between themselves and having us in the middle. You very rarely will you hear each one of them actually give someone a compliment. They just don't do it. You go watch on anything. Nobody wants to give us anything. On every one of these, no one's talking about, we need to help the American people. No. It's only about making money. It's only about your time zone. It's about the market. They don't look at us as people. They look at us as a market share and also what their agenda is. So if you can only understand this. Now, again, this is a great thing. Thank you, man. We're going to go through some comments here in a little bit. So now here's a tidbit. And this is what we were talking about this morning. Now, I found this out a long time ago. You want to do a test? Want to do a test? Okay, you have apps on your phone that listen to you. You don't believe it? You know, Facebook, they're listening. So someone said this to me a number of years ago. Okay? And so the test is, have your phone and just start talking about something that you never talk about. So I put this to the test, and I never talked about cat food. I never talked about cat food. Never mentioned cat food ever. I started talking about cat food. Man, I'm looking for a cat food. I really need a new brand of cat food. I need cat food. Cat food. Cat food. The next thing you know, sponsored advertisements about cat food started showing up on my Facebook. Instagram also. Now, anybody who's familiar with WhatsApp, see, Facebook started. They bought what? Instagram. WhatsApp started getting big. They bought WhatsApp. They're buying these small companies, taking away our individual small business. This country was built on small businesses. And what is being destroyed? Small businesses. So they're telling you they want to help small businesses. No, they don't. The small business is now leaving America. We can't let it happen. See, if there's anything here I want to challenge you is to research. Take some time to understand what the real deal is. Take some time to understand all this time I've been saying about, hey, take a day without eating meat. Take one day off. Heck, take one meal and see how your health can improve by eating less meat. And it helps the environment as well as helps an animal live because they have the right to live also. So my whole thing here is to tell you is that lying has become normal. Normal. And even after it happens, they all justify it. They just justify it. Because see, you can't sue them. Can't sue the vaccine companies. Can't sue the media. See, So you have to find out for yourself, Neo. You have to discover the truth. Now you stay with me. I'm going to get you there. Let's find into some comments here. Thanks, man. Liars, they're everywhere, and people lie to themselves. I have an expression I always use. Listen, you can lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. Okay? They say I love animals, and they eat animals 3 times per day. In the long run, the way the food is being made and all the antibiotics, guys, so they put so much antibiotics in the meat to cover any diseases that we are getting those antibiotics. And here's what's going to happen. And it's already happening now. You get antibiotic tolerant, meaning the antibiotics are going to stop working. People say they love children, but they use products made by, that's a good point, child slave labor. Your tennis shoes, your Nike tennis shoes, people say they love the planet, yet they consume and use plastics and don't do anything to help the planet. Plastics. Guys, do you know how long it takes a plastic container of water, anyone you buy at the store, do you know how long it takes for it to disintegrate? Like 2,000 years. Thank you. Greece is paradise. And so Amanda, I want you to just tell me, are they talking about the virus out there? I mean, is there an epidemic? I want to hear it from somebody who's actually from Greece. Says the price is like a third of the cost there. Tracy, we are just consumers. You see, a lot of you young people, you're used to being called a consumer. But Richard Nixon was one of the first ones who stopped saying citizens and started calling us consumers. So she says, I'm not on the mainland, I'm on the biggest island, but there is no coronavirus here. So, yes. And by the way, I live here in a small town, and there's none here either, by the way. And there's like 40,000 of us. And Tracy I no longer have Facebook on my phone. Yeah. Because I'm in the middle of all this, I still have the app because I have contact. So I'm averaging now, I went from 0 to, well, I had like 7 people in here now, but this doesn't count Facebook because I don't know who's watching me on Facebook. I basically only get to know who's on Twitch. I don't get YouTube. They are not even putting my comments up. It's just really weird. Their algorithms are they're constantly changing. Don't use Instagram. Yeah, well, I got to use Instagram because I got lots of people on there. I'm getting more views on Instagram. I'm getting more views on Instagram and Facebook than I am with YouTube. Not, I still have some great video views. I had 8,000 views on one. I had another that has 13. The one by 13,000, which I'm going to probably repost here. Okay, so all right, so this is about Greece. At least nobody really wears a mask except at the grocery store, and there is no problem. I haven't heard of anyone getting sick or going to the hospital. And where I'm at, there's like about 40,000 of us. You don't really. And we have all kinds of local things and neighborhood stuff that we talk about. So that should really kind of tell you about it. Now, I've been looking at Greece. I haven't heard it either. Now you're on Crete, but Greece is right next to you. Whatever. Well, I kind of put them at the same. Again, what am I? I'm an American. We think create. Yeah, more car accidents, COVID. Now I got to be careful. Okay, I've already been flagged about giving an opinion, and you don't want to get flagged here because they'll take you off. They'll penalize you 2 weeks or whatever. And I already have one, and you can only get one every 90 days. You get more than one in that, which I think I've passed that flag of the 90 days because I got it in April. So I think I'm on the zero. I got back to zero, but again, don't know. The algorithms keeps changing. So please understand, I'm about your highest good. I'm also want you to know that Mother Sophia is only about your highest good. She's not asking you for anything. She's just asking you to acknowledge her. Okay? I mean, would you like to be called, hey, man? Hey, girl? Wouldn't you like people to know your name? Everybody wants to have you know their name. The world is not just about a title. Oh, you're a girl. Oh, you're a guy. Well, I'm more than that. And so are you. I want to thank you for coming in today. Amanda, thank you for coming. Yeah, it's ALPOUGH time. ALPOUGH will be back again. I'm going to be posting another video at 6 o'clock this evening, and I'm also starting at 7 in the morning. So I'm trying to get the best times to get on people so that you can hear my words that is sharing with my mother, Sophia. Blessings to Sophia always. Thank you, Mother, for being here. We love you. I love you. I love you. I'm not about the money. Okay? There's other ways to make money. But then there's no price to finding Mother. You have a great Wednesday. Pass me on. Give me a like. I appreciate it. I'll be back on the 6th. And ALPOUGH. That's me. By the way, Amanda, you bought this. You gave a donation to me. And look what I did. So you'll always be remembered. I love this. Look good. Look like the band leader. I love you. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.